Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. How are you? Hopefully you are fine. And how is going your study? I think it's also going well. So as you see, today we're gonna discuss or we're gonna do some exercises from transformation of sentence, means affirmative to negative, interrogative, exclamative, optative. This much. So we went to the things earlier, but as our exam is approaching, so we'll have a revision. So now we'll see how to transform from affirmative to negative and vice versa. Means if you know the things how to change from affirmative to negative, then in same way we'll be able to know how to change from negative to affirmative. So one way we learn, we'll try to evaluate in another way also. So let's start. First rule, it says affirmative to negative sentences with only alone changes into none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than. These are very primitive. We discussed multiple times. So if you find the word only alone, so that term will pick none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than. So none but for person, nothing but for objects, things, and not more than, not less than for numbers, values, numerical values. So simply first rule, it was sentence with only alone, it will be changed to none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than. Okay, so if you see the example, things will be clear. First one, a brave man alone can do this. So if you want to change it to negative, so for alone we'll take none because it is a person. So none but a brave man can do this. Then it comes, I need a book only. So here only is focused with a thing or object, that term will take nothing. So I need nothing but a book. So are you getting? Then it comes, I need 10 taka only. So if you want to change it to negative, so we need to put not more than or not less than. So as it is numerical values, so I need 10 taka only, so I don't need more than 10 taka. Okay, so first rule, it's all about only alone, and for this we'll take none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than. None but for person, nothing but for things, and not more than, not less than for numerical values. And so the same way, if you find none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than, to make them affirmative, we'll take only alone. That's all. Now it comes, must, have to, can, and they turn into cannot but, cannot help. In case of cannot help, you can take ing with the verb. So you have to drink clean water. So if you want to change it to negative, it comes, you cannot but drink clean water. So this is things like must, have to, can. So for this we'll take cannot but. In the same way, if we find cannot but in negative sentence, so to change them to affirmative, we'll take must or have to, this much. So you have to drink clean water, you cannot but drink clean water. Number 3 says, and both becomes not only but also. Means if we find and both in affirmative sentence, and to change them to negative, we'll take not only but also. So affirmative, he ate eggs and vegetables. So negative will be, he ate not only eggs but also vegetables. So simply and both will be changed as not only but also. The same way, if you find not only but also negative sentence, for affirmative we'll take and or both. Then it comes every, and every becomes there is no but. So every mother loves her child, so you can change it, there is no then subject but then verbs and other things. So every mother loves her child, there is no mother but loves her child. Okay. So there is a note in case of everybody, it would be like nobody. So everybody likes flower, so nobody dislikes flower. So in this case you will take opposite of the verb. Okay, so in the both way you can change them. So everybody likes flower, so there is nobody but likes flower, or everybody likes flowers, so nobody dislikes flower. So if you take dislikes, that term you will pick the opposite of the verbs. Number 5, it says if we find always in affirmative sentence, it will be changed to never and then opposite word. So I'm always against of smoking, so it will be like I'm never in favor of smoking. So for always we'll replace it by never, and for against we'll take in favor. So I'm always against of smoking, so I'm never in favor of smoking. Okay. Number 6, universal truths are changed into interrogative negative sentences. For example, knowledge is power. Its negative will be isn't knowledge power. So in this case we'll take the helping verbs at the beginning and negative contraction, adding negative contraction, then it will be changed to negative. So that's all for universal truths. It will be changed to interrogative, uh, taking the helping verbs at the beginning and not contraction. Then it says the many affirmative can be changed into negative by using negative word not and opposite word of the verb. Like I missed the train. So it could be like I could not catch the train. Okay, so just adding not a negative word, opposite word. So I missed the train, it would be like I could not catch the train. So just you are taking not and opposite of the word. Number 8 says sometimes in affirmative becomes not always. So if you find sometimes in affirmative, it would be changed to not always. How? The poor are sometimes happy. So the poor are not always happy. Okay, so the poor are sometimes happy. If you want to change it to negative, it will be like the poor are not always happy. Number 9, it says many becomes not a few. So I don't have many dolls. So I have a few dolls. Okay, so many means for many, if you find negative word, that become a few. If you find positive, then not a few. So affirmative, I have a few dolls. Negative would be I don't have many dolls. Number 10, it comes 2 and affirmative it would be changed to so that plus cannot plus verb. So he is too weak to walk. So it would be changed like he is so weak that he cannot walk. So 2 it would be changed like so that plus cannot plus verb. So he is too weak to walk. So it will be like he is so weak that he cannot walk. Number 11 says if you find as soon as in affirmative sentence, it will be changed to no sooner had than. So as soon as he came, the student stood up. So no sooner had he came than the students stood up. So it will become like V3. Okay. So as soon as he came, the student stood up. No sooner had he come, so V3, then the students stood up. And 12, it says if you find as adjective as, that be tend to be not less plus adjective. Then Rohim is as good as Karim. So its negative would be Rohim is not less good than Karim. So here is some the exceptional rule. Affirmative, where there is smoke there is fire. So there can be no smoke without fire. So this is exception, means it doesn't deal with rules. Affirmative, all must die. So it will be like none can escape death. I came here for the last time, so I'll never come here again. So these are all exceptional. Well, now we'll discuss how to transform from assertive to integrative sentence. First one, in this case we'll take helping us at the beginning with negative contraction. Like smoking is a bad habit, so you can change it, is smoking a bad habit, and we must put integrative sign at the last. So other things like taking the helping verbs with not contraction if the statement is positive. So isn't smoking a bad habit? Rule 2 says if we do not find any helping verbs, that be time we'll take do, does, did. So it says all hates a liar. So you can change it to integrative, taking who doesn't WS words with who doesn't or who didn't this much according to tense. So who doesn't hate a liar. So affirmative sentence without auxiliary change into negative with WS word plus do, does, did. Number 3 it says nobody, none, never, no are changed into who plus affirmative word verb, and anybody, ever they are changed to who plus negative verb. So nobody, none, never, no, these are changed into who plus affirmative verb. And if you find anybody, ever, this much will be changed who plus negative verb. So none can deny the truth. So it would be interrogative like who can deny the truth. Then anyone can do it, so who can't do it. And number 4 it says if we find do, does, did, that very time how will change. Negative is he said nothing about the matter. So we'll take, as it's past tense, so we'll take did. So did he say anything about the matter? And number 5 says there is no nothing but becomes who what is. It says there is no use of this book. So interrogative, what is the use of this book? Our life is nothing but a struggle. So what is your life but a struggle? So the things like there is no or nothing but, it will be changed as who what is. So you are done with 2 segments, affirmative to negative and affirmative to interrogative. So let's have a revision, then we'll be done for today. So first one it is if you find only alone, so it will be changed like none but, nothing but, not more than, not less than. Must, have to, can, this will be changed as cannot but, and both they will be changed to not only but also. And for every you will take there is no but for everybody, everyone, for this will take nobody, then verb or adjective. Always will be changed to never plus opposite word. Universal truth they will be changed like interrogative negative sentence. So isn't knowledge power, means taking the helping verbs with negative contraction at the beginning, then the other thing is okay. And there are some peculiar rules, like sometimes it is changed with taking the negative word and opposite of the word. Sometimes will be changed, not always. Many will be not a few. To would be so dot dot that plus cannot. As soon as will be no sooner had. As adjective as it would be not less plus adjective then this much. For interrogative first it is like with auxiliary verb. So we will auxiliary verb with negative contraction at the beginning, and we'll take do, does, did with WS words. And otherwise if you find nobody, none, never, it will be like who plus affirmative word, anybody, ever, who plus negative word. And questions with do, does, did, it will be changed like according to tense we will take do, does, did, and the other things as usual. And last one it was there is no nothing, and for this we will take who what is. So that's all for today. Bye.